The hustle culture is everywhere. The messages are clear: grind now, relax later, or sleep is for the weak. But what does hustle culture really cost us? Are you sacrificing more than you realize? Today, we're going to try and then dive deep into the rise of hustle culture, exploring its impacts on mental and physical health, relationships, and even our sense of self worth. Let's ask ourselves, is it all worth it? First of all, let's clarify what we mean by hustle culture. It's a mindset that promotes constant work, pushing yourself to the limit to achieve success. It's the idea that you should always be grinding, always thriving for more. Social media has amplified this message, turning it into a lifestyle that many people aspire to. But why is it so appealing? Hustle culture promises success, wealth, and a sense of achievement. The idea is that if you work hard enough, you can accomplish anything. It's a message of empowerment, but also one of pressure. Hustle culture isn't new. The concept of working hard to achieve the American or any other country's dream has been around for decades, but it's involved with technology and social media. Today we see influencers, entrepreneurs, and celebrities showing their hard work, late nights, and supposed hustles. The message is everywhere and has become almost synonymous with self-worth. Let that sink in. It's as if our value is tied to how busy we are or how much we accomplish. Let's get real about the cost. Constantly grinding without taking breaks can lead to serious mental health issues. Burnout is one of the most common consequences. You're pushing yourself to the point of physical and emotional exhaustion. Studies show that burnout is linked to anxiety, depression, and a decrease in overall life satisfaction. Did you know that? And here's the irony: when you are burnt out, you are less productive. Hustle culture can push us so far that we become incapable of achieving anything at all. The effects aren't just mental. Physically, hustle culture can take a toll too. Late nights, irregular sleep schedules, and poor eating habits are common when you are constantly working. The lack of sleep affects our immune system, energy levels, and even our life expectancy. Some studies have shown that people who regularly sacrifice sleep for work are at a higher risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. I think it's a clear reminder that our bodies have limits, and pushing past them can have long-term consequences. Then there's the social side. Hustle culture often creates a sense of competition. We see friends, colleagues, and influencers hustling, and we feel like we need to keep up. The fear of missing out, also known as FOMO, kicks in, and suddenly we're working overtime to feel relevant. This pressure doesn't just affect us, it affects our relationships too. When work takes up our time, we lose the chance to spend quality moments with family, friends, and loved ones. We do know relationships require time and attention, but hustle culture encourages us to prioritize work over everything else, which is very sad. Another hidden cost of hustle culture is the impact of our self-worth. When we are constantly focused on productivity, we start to see ourselves as human doings rather than human beings. Our sense of worth becomes tied to our achievements, and we feel like failures if we are not constantly working or reaching new milestones. Over time, this can lead to a loss of identity. We become so consumed by work that we forget who we are outside of it. We lose sight of our hobbies, interests, and passion that don't directly contribute to our careers. Then there's the mantra of grind now, relax later. But here's the question: is there ever really a later? Hustle culture often pushes the goalposts. You hit a milestone and there's always another. It's like we're constantly climbing a ladder that never ends. What's the point in working non-stop if you never actually get to enjoy the fruits of your labor? The idea of relax later starts to look like an illusion. There are inspiring examples of people who realized the cost of hustle culture and chosen a different path. Some left high-paying jobs for simpler lives, focusing on what truly matters to them. Today, their stories remind us that success isn't always about money or status. They've found fulfillment not in endless work, but in balance, creativity, and personal growth. It's a powerful reminder that there are other ways to live a fruitful life. So what if we looked at success differently? Instead of defining success by hours worked or milestones reached, we should see it as a balance between work and life. Imagine a world where rest, relationships, and personal growth are seen as valuable as professional achievements. It's about realizing that downtime isn't lazy, it's necessary. True success is about thriving in all areas of life, not just our careers. Guys, breaking free from hustle culture isn't easy, especially in a world that rewards productivity. But there are steps we can take. Set clear boundaries for work, prioritize rest, and don't be afraid to say no. Time doing things you love outside of work. Surround yourself with people who value balance. Ultimately, it's about creating a life that feels meaningful, fulfilling, and sustainable. So guys, what do you think? Is hustle culture helping or hurting us? Do you feel pressure to constantly work, or have you found ways to balance? Let me know in the comments. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more discussions on topics that truly matter. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.